Mr. Douglas Dutton.
My name is Douglas Dutton. I'm a lawyer, but today I'm speaking for myself and my wife, and anybody else that might agree. I've been marking through my statement what's already been said. I do have a prepared statement that has several of the references for the statements that have been given earlier to other speakers, and I'd like to provide those to you when I finish to footnote and document what's been said so far in support of the resolution. My wife and I do support the resolution because we don't think that there's any need for special protection for civil rights for gays. I want to talk a little bit about the law that's been decided already by the U.S. Supreme Court. The U.S. Supreme Court has consistently held that there is no special protection for homosexuals. In the case of Bowers versus Hardwick, they upheld in 1986 the Georgia sodomy law and held that there was no violation of fundamental rights of homosexuals to have a law against sodomy. They further held in other cases to the same effect, and in one case, Chief Justice Berger was quoted as saying to hold that the act of homosexual sodomy is somehow protected as a fundamental right would be to cast aside millennia of moral teaching. In addition to what's already been said, I want to emphasize that there's no credible scientific evidence to support homosexual claims that homosexuality is genetically determined or immutable. Masters and Johnson has been cited. There are other references that I have in my statement that I would like for you to consider. We don't believe that is true. I think you'll see today opposition to this resolution from people, and I believe the agenda that they have has been dictated to them by national groups such as homosexual marketing professionals Marshall Kirk and Erastus Pill. In their article in a magazine, God magazine, November of '87, and their agenda and their methods of operation are to portray gays as a victim, not as aggressive challengers. In any campaign to win over the public, gays must be cast as victims in need of protection so that straights will be inclined to, by reflex action, to assume the role of protector. They further state, make the victimizer look bad. The public should be shown images of ranting homophobes whose secondary traits and beliefs disgust middle America. The images might include the Ku Klux Klan demonstrating that homosexuals be burned alive or castrated, bigoted Southern ministers drooling with hysterical hatred to a degree that looks both comical and deranged, menacing thugs, and convicts speaking coolly about the fags they have killed or would like to kill. This is from literature published by homosexual publicists. This is what they want to show, and I think you may see some of that today in the people who oppose this resolution. Some concerns that we have if this kind of legislation is passed, civil rights are granted to this so-called protected class, are that parents will fear the influence of homosexuals on their children.
You have 1 minute, sir.
School teachers and administrators will be asked to persuade children that homosexuality is normal and attractive behavior. Healthcare providers and workers vulnerable to disease because of privacy given mostly to homosexual AIDS offenders. Special benefits should not be given to homosexuals, and we ask you to support this resolution. And I want to pass this statement around, if you would consider it.
Yes, sir, if you would, please. Just feel free to do that when you finish.
All right. And I ask that you do support this resolution.
Thank you, sir.